Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome to ZubiTalks. This is my first podcast. I don't really know how to do this, but I'm with my good friend Issa. I grew up with him all my life, and I'm still growing up with him because we still on the same block.
The same community, yes, sir. Don't go nowhere.
But yeah, this is the first podcast episode that I'm running. It's gonna be on my YouTube channel and some more things, hopefully. And we're gonna start off with an icebreaker about myself, actually. So in the future, I'm going to be talking about other people, talking with other people. But for now, the first episode is going to be about me. And Issa is going to run it.
Basically, I'm going to run some things by you so we can get it all out there. We can let everybody know how you got to where you're at right now. Okay. So basically, to start, let me know, how'd you get into TikTok? Like, what was the deal with that?
Bro, funny thing is, my first video that went viral, I didn't post it. Well, I posted it. I didn't make it. Listen, I think I heard about TikTok at a ski trip. You know the ski trip?
Oh, yeah, MYG.
And I was like, bro, I'm not getting on the app where people is dancing, bro. Like, what is you talking about? But there was a trend going on where it said, like, your mother, your father, then mix, and then it shows, like, where you're from.
I remember that.
And so somebody was like, just send me pictures of your mom, your dad, and then send me pictures of you. I was like, bet. I sent them the pictures. They sent it back. I looked at it. I said, this video kind of dope. You feel me? I posted it. Woke up the next day. It was like 200,000 views. I said, huh?
Word.
I said, hold on. The next day, it had like 400,000 views. So I said, okay. And at that moment, I had Arab TikTok in the chokehold. I ain't going to lie.
And that was that time where you might randomly blow up too, like, because it was a time where you could post something and you just wake up, like you said, with 200,000 views on it. So that was one of those crazy times. I remember like when that kind of popped off. What was that, like 2 years, 3 years ago?
It was 2020, bro. 2020.
3 years ago now.
The thing is, even when I blew up, bro, that clout, because I'm not gonna lie, before TikTok, I've had some clout, you know, just being in the hood, you feel me? You get that kind of clout.
Yeah, facts.
But that social media clout is different.
Yeah, and honestly, that's just crazy because I was going to say, so like I said, it's been about like 2-3 years. Another question is like, how did you manage to like maintain that clout and like deal with that over the time? Because you're still here. Like you're still, you know what I'm saying, King Zubi.
But the one thing, I don't see myself as having a lot of clout, but I'll be lying if I said it doesn't come to me. Because there is clout at points of your life. There's clouts. Like in LA, you're not famous. Nobody's famous in LA. You got to be Drake to be famous in LA, bro.
That's true.
You get these TikTokers like Charlie, and they're nobody in LA, bro. People walking right past them. Like in LA, you a YouTuber, you get and walk past. You got to be, you know.
Like we grew up here. We see it. We see it every day.
Yeah, bro. But the first time I've ever went to Minnesota. Bro, to all my Somalis in Minnesota, bro, y'all got my love, bro. They show me so much love, bro. I went out there, they showed me mad love. People came up to me to take a picture. I was like, hold on, bro. I said, what y'all, like, bro, I'm the homie. Like,
how did that feel? Because that was probably like the first few times you were like, hold on, this is real. Like, I'm like people walking up to take pictures.
Yeah, I'm like, you want to take a picture of me? So I'm standing there like, okay, what do I do? So I'm just standing there like, okay, I don't know what to do, bro. But it gets you. And then when you there with your friends and your friends start to see it, they like, hold on, bro. You really,
that's a
you
fact
like
too.
that.
Like it's real. Like this is real now. How many times have you been over there?
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been to Minnesota like 5 times. I've been to Minnesota a couple times secretly where people ain't know.
The love is real out there then.
Yeah, the love is real out there. There's some hate out there too. I ain't gonna lie. There's a story I ain't never told
There's
nobody.
a bit of that everywhere though, right?
And I think I told you about it, and I told some of my close friends about it. The first time I've ever went to Minnesota, they tried to rob me. Literally the first night there. The first night there, I went to Minnesota. They tried to rob us, and I'm with Head and I'm with Jabril. We landed in Minnesota. We're in a hotel in Minneapolis in downtown, and one of the homies hit me like, hey, there's a party like down the street. They want the TikTokers to come, and I'm with a couple other TikTokers. They want the TikTokers to come. I'm like, bro, it's like 2 a.m., bro. I'm going to bed. But you know, some of the homies in the hotel, like, a party? Like, let's get it. Let's get with it. So they do all the talking. I'm like, bet, let's go. They want to meet me. Like, let's go. Bro, we get there, and I have my hoodies with me, my Muslim by Choice hoodies. And so I'm showing, I give one to one of the homies that picked me up. And so we're downstairs from that hotel. We're taking pictures with our merch. The whole time we're taking pictures, My 2 TikTok homies that went upstairs already, they getting robbed at gunpoint upstairs.
Why?
So picture this: we downstairs taking pictures of the merch, and they upstairs getting gun pointed at them, getting robbed, bro.
Yeah, that's tough.
And just one of them got one of the girls up there, one of their phones, and they're able to call and say, bro, we just got robbed. They coming downstairs to y'all. I said, not to me, bro.
I'm not gonna be here anymore.
Bro, we got on. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. The 2 homies up there, we had to spin the block for them, but we had to get on.
And that's crazy because I do remember that. I remember like getting calls too while I was back in LA. I'm like, hold on, y'all said, what's going on?
Bro.
I'm like, nah, y'all gotta get up out of here ASAP. But nah, that's the thing though, and it's crazy because you said that was your first time, so it's probably like, damn, is this what it's always gonna be like?
That's
is
what
that
I'm
like I'm gonna come out here and try and rob you and whatnot?
Yeah,
like,
that was the first. Like, it rubbed me off wrong. I'm not gonna lie, but after that, the days after that, bro, the love I got. There's always gonna be some bad apples, but I got mad. Minnesota got my love, bro.
And that's the thing though, because that's really good because it was like not persistence or consistency, but it was just like it didn't deter you. You was just like I mean,
bro,
I guess that. I was about to say we from LA, like
I wasn't gonna be like, I'm hopping on the flight, I'm going back home.
Because I mean, if you probably did do that, you never know what it'll be like right now. So you kept going and was strive through it, went through all that. So it was like, you got to where you're at today.
100%.
And that's crazy because mashallah, a lot of people in LA die. So we know that's real.
Yeah, 100%.
So aside from that, you went to Minnesota, and I know you be like traveling around and trying out foods and stuff. That was a part of your content, right? So tell me about like the places anywhere you've traveled to.
I actually switched my content. People watch me like my first 50,000 followers is when I first started blowing up, like the video I told you. Yeah. I was acting like a straight light skin. People still say I act like a light skin, but bro, I was acting bro, I was lip syncing to slow motion dancing. I can't dance. Bro, I was burnt out, bro. I was burnt out, bro. So but after that, I was like, bro, this ain't me. You feel me? I don't want to do that. Like, I had to switch to do the stuff I love, and that was one. I learned a lot. I read a lot of Islamic books, so I was like, let me give dawah. I saw the dawah on TikTok at the time, and it was horrible, bro. Someone posted a video said music haram, and I looked at the comments. People was like, oh, it's haram. I didn't know that. You're lying. No, it's not. So I said, bro, maybe I do need to get up on here. So I switched. I did that, and one other thing I like doing is eating. And I'm always, you know me, bro. We go out and we eat out a lot, bro. So I'm always eating out. It's like, okay, let me rate the food that I go out and eat. Yeah. So I started doing that, and that started blowing up too. And from there, and a lot of times I was going to Muslim places, and I would make videos for them, and it'll help them. And so people ask me, do you charge these Muslim places? Do you do? Bro, these under hole in the wall Muslim spots, I don't ask them for a dime, and I don't even tell them, I don't even hit them up. I just go, I order food, pay them, I rate their food, and I try to bring people to them, because people talk about
I remember one of our other friends from Faraz was talking about checking that one plate out to post and everything. Yeah. And that's a good thing too, because you can get, especially for your family and friends, they got anything going on, you can get some traffic to their restaurant or whatever.
Yeah, like big restaurants like Anwar's Kitchen, when he had me out there twice, you gotta give a bag up, you feel me?
Yeah, facts.
But you're talking about these little spots down in Minneapolis or Ohio or Michigan, it's like you gotta do this for free, because these places are already struggling from 2020. From COVID.
That's a fact. Everybody, I almost forgot about that myself.
Yeah, so it's like, if you could get 30, 40 people to go over there, buy a meal, 100 people, it's like, do it.
Yeah, that's a win. I ain't gonna hold you on mashallah, because I honestly, I don't see a lot of people doing that too. And I was about to mention I know that, like you said, there's people you saw giving dawah or whatever, the comments were looking like crazy. Yeah. I know there's still people on TikTok, that are not, that kind of misled a little bit. Yeah. And Islam is very controversial for the most part. So it's like, you really got to know what you're saying. You got to really study and research, do your research, because you can't just get on there and then mislead everybody. So that's pretty cool, mashallah.
The dawah on TikTok right now is different. Muslim TikTok is different. I'm gonna say that right now. Muslim TikTok is different.
For you though, how did it the dawah and everything part start? For me specifically, exactly, how did all that, you transition from the old TikTok, what you was doing on there, to what you're doing now? So
my old TikTok, that was really a span of only 5-6 months before I was just like, this ain't me. Real talk, this ain't me. Because it was only 4 or 5 videos I did that actually blew up, that got me my first 50,000. After that, it was just a bunch of little clips of me acting light skinned and doing what I don't do.
Yeah.
And I've always been somebody that's been close to the religion. I've always been somebody that's at the masjid for every salah. I've always been someone that wants to learn more.
I can certify that.
And at the time I was actually reading. That's when I actually started during COVID. Because back then I always prayed my 5 days prayers. You do the minimum. But during COVID is when I started like pushing myself. Like let me get this book. Let me read it. Let me listen to Scott. Let me do this. Let me do that. So you see some of these. I saw some of these TikTokers. And I watched some of their dawah, and I'm like, bro, hold on, bro, because you see a lot of nonsense on TikTok, bro. So I hopped on there, and to the best of my ability, from what I learned and what I understand, and I tried to push that for myself and for the people that watch me. So it's like I don't push videos to say, oh, you guys are doing this wrong. You're not gonna see a video where I'm bashing people like you're doing this wrong. All my videos is literally advice for myself first and for everybody else.
And that's an important thing right there, because I feel like myself, like personally, I feel like some of the people that do the TikToks or like just any type of social media and, you know, giving dawah on there, they probably like, I could be wrong, but it seems like for the most part, the ones that are like big and trying to do the most, they don't really think about what they're doing themselves. And like you just said, like I'm giving advice to everybody. I'm listening to my own advice myself. Like I know I'm not perfect. I feel like these people for the most part, they just like, I already know exactly what I'm doing. I got it going on. Like, I'm guaranteed Jenna already. I'm just trying to let you know what you're doing wrong. Like,
walking around with a chip on their shoulder.
You gotta understand that nobody's perfect. So, that's
there's always those people that walk around as if they have the pass already. It's like, you got to pass to go to Jannah.
No, bro. Like, nobody has it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't let you know. Like, right, like, what? Come on now.
Yeah, 100%.
I know it's probably stressful, too, because, you know, like I said, you got to really know exactly what you're talking about, and you can't just give false information, and you also got to realize, like you said, you got to listen to your own self. So let me know about how stressful it is, giving dawah.
If people don't really, bro, this one thing I always say, people don't understand the stress behind giving dawah. For you to be considered a da'i, somebody that goes and gives knowledge, you have to be like perfect. Because as soon as you slip up on TikTok, as soon as you slip up, and everybody's gonna slip up, you're lying to yourself if you say you're not gonna slip up.
That's a fact.
Like, I'm gonna slip up 1,000 more times before I leave. Yeah. Bro, if you slip up once, they're gonna drag you. They're gonna pick you up
that
and
cancel.
They gonna John Morant you. They gonna Kyrie Irving you, bro. Like, you're done. It's hard. Like, it's hard.
Yeah, I figure because, like I said, it's a lot going on. You know, people are in like the cancel culture. It's sad to say that it does roll over into like even our perspectives and stuff. You know, Islam and stuff. People will still cancel like this modern day, like modern times. Yeah, cancel culture is like very real, and they try to do it to everybody. And I already know that some of the social media guys, the TikTok guys, all that they're very susceptible to that cancel culture too. So you really do got to be careful. And I know that's where the stress comes from, because you're probably sitting there like, dang, I want to make sure I'm getting the right info details out to people. I don't want nobody to have something against me. Oh yeah, he said this and before and all that. So that's probably something crazy. Mad
people on TikTok get canceled. Not even on TikTok. You on YouTube. You on everything else. You good. It's like,
yeah, man.
But you get canceled for sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to Islam and giving dawah, sometimes a person needs to get canceled. That's a fact. Sometimes if you're all the way left and because there's kids on TikToks, and the thing about TikTok with giving dawah, people want a 30-second video to motivate them and keep going. Nobody wants to watch an hour Islamic video no more. So if you want to push a 30-second Islamic video, you have to be saying the right thing, because those 30-second videos will get 1 million views like that. So if you saying something all the way wrong, and you got 1 million people watching it, and this is the thing with some TikTokers, like you said, that walk around as if they have the pass, because they'll say something wrong, and you'll go to them and be like, you said this wrong, and this is why you said it wrong. You'll give them the evidence, and you'll expect them to delete the video, and they'll be like, no, I got 700,000 views. It's still doing good. I mean, it's still doing numbers. I ain't deleting it.
And that's what's supposed to validate everything, right?
And that's when you like, okay, I'm about to make a video of you, and you're gonna get like people. I gotta tell people because you're saying the wrong stuff.
That's like probably like one of the only situations to me that I see that like where you would definitely have to get canceled. Like, and it's like it's not even canceling. It's just like correcting what's wrong, because that's like at that point you wasn't even supposed to be popping.
You got to do that when it comes to the deen, because there's no sugarcoating when it comes to the deen.
Yeah, of course. It's a perfect religion.
We all know that. We all know that. Ain't no sugarcoating, because we do stuff on the daily that we know is haram, but we're not gonna go out and say, oh, this isn't haram, this is, because there's no sugarcoating it.
You got cats that are trying to alter it and twist it to their own will to benefit them and whatnot, 100%. Bringing stuff up when it been like, nah, bro, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
you bugging, bro. Like, you gotta understand that,
bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Another thing, really quick. So I actually don't remember when you started the Muslim by choice. I just remember that when I first heard the name, like I remember you was telling me you was about to get some sweaters going, merch going. I was like, oh, Muslim by choice?
Yeah.
Hey, that's lit, Marshall. Like, hold on, like, cause it's like that's like all it should be, Muslim by choice. Like, I mean, obviously we were born Muslim, but we grew up and we still Muslim. So, you know, mashallah, I'm Muslim by choice for sure.
Yeah.
So tell me more about it.
The idea came, I think, early 2021. And that was when I was into my books. I was reading and I was seeing how Muslim TikTok was. Yeah. And I used to see problems between the reverts and the born Muslims. And to me, reverts are more likely to want to go out and learn more about the deen than people that was born Muslim. And I see that firsthand because of our masjid. We get a lot of reverts and they want to learn, they want to ask questions, they want to learn. But you got people that was born Muslim that come to the masjid that don't even want to come to the masjid.
That's a fact.
So I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, even if you're born Muslim, you have to find Islam. You have to want to be Muslim. You have to understand why you're a Muslim. So at the end of the day, you're a Muslim by choice. No, and it's like I'm a Muslim by choice because I know why I'm a Muslim. I know why I want to submit to Allah. I know why I pray 5 times a day. And I'm just born a Muslim. I'm a Muslim by choice.
And that's just like I said, like, you know, we're born Muslim, and the fact that we're still Muslim today means we're Muslim by choice. But what you said about the reverts, that's so true, because it's like they reverted back for a reason. It's like they probably realized, you know, damn, I was off the deen, I was tripping, I'm wilding, I need to get back to my right self. So and the people that were born Muslim, just like you said, so we're born Muslim for the most part, because, you know, I probably know a few people myself that's, you know, doesn't practice as much as they should. Yeah. And it's like, obviously not going to name anybody, but it's like, I kind of understand, but then it still shouldn't be like that. It's like, I only understand because it's like the where we grew up and how we grew up and stuff. You know, we grew up in the hood, literally. So it's like, you see this dunya, and you see what's going on and everything, and you kind of might get curious as a youngster. You get curious as to like what's going on out there, like what's all this stuff, street stuff, and all that. So you want to go check it out and stuff. So
especially like, where we at, you see people bathing around the corner.
Exactly. Like, you're like, oh, what this about?
You feel me?
Like, nah. That's the thing though. So that stuff, that's crazy, because this dunya really is tempting. So it's like, to be strong enough to disregard all that and still stay on your deen, that means honestly that's good enough right there in my eyes. Yeah. But then, like, even if you fall off a little bit and then you come back and you try to get back on your deen, that's how it should be.
But that's the thing.
The reverts, they doing their thing, mashallah, because they came back on their own volition and was like, you know, I need to do this.
And people that were born Muslim that tries to look down on reverts and hit them with, oh, well, I was born Muslim. It's like, bro, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Man yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiya." Whoever Allah guides, there's nobody that can lead him astray. And whoever he allows to go astray, there's nobody that can give him guidance. So to know that somebody started off as a kafir, or was a kafir, then came back to Islam, reverted, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided him, and nobody was able to stand in that way. Yeah. But you, as a Muslim yourself, born Muslim, you don't know. At the end of your life, you may go back to being kafir. You never know that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because there's no way to know.
And another thing is, like, I hate when people make it seem like it's a competition. Like it's a competition to be a better Muslim. I'm a better Muslim than you, because I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I got tattoos and stuff, so it's like. No, I know that this person's not perfect, that person's not perfect, but you're not better than the other when it comes to like being a better Muslim. Because how do you have the gall to go up to somebody even try to think like that? Like, oh, I'm a better Muslim than you. Like, that says a lot about your own character itself. So it's like, because to me, I know that obviously sincerity plays a big role in Islam and everything. How sincere you are and like that you really truly wish to believe and you truly wish to learn and everything. So the people that are like they have that mentality, to me it seems like the sincerity is not even there. It's just like, mashallah, you can have knowledge, you can definitely know what you're talking about, but do you truly like feel like the love for that, and like do you actually truly want to like follow that? It's like they'll come up to you and like, hey, I see you doing this and that and all that. I'm like, okay, like there's a certain, and there's people that get at you a certain way. So it's condescending. They rub you up. It's more condescending and it's like belittling. You're like, dude, okay, I get it, mashallah, you know what you're talking about, but you don't have to get at me like that, bro. Like, there's another way you can do it. And that's what I like about this stuff. Like you said, like when you're the dawah you give out, it's like it's more just advice. It's nothing like I'm pressing somebody and this and that. I'm like on your head. I'm letting you know I'm talking down on you. It's really just like, hey, bro, this and that. And if it's somebody close, obviously you can pull them to the side. So it's like at a masjid, if a brother were to come up to you and just start trying to press you, like, you got tattoo, you got this, you do this, you do that. It's like, you're not gonna take that. It's because like you a grown man, he a grown man. It's like you ain't finna let nobody talk to you like that. But it's like when you go up to them and you could connect with them. It's like me, I could connect with a lot of my friends. Like, y'all, like, I'm not about to be like, I ain't going to hoop with y'all because y'all do this and that. Right.
It's like, like, bro, we go in the hoop. So if it comes down to where I think it's like, okay, I need to talk to you about this thing, I could talk to you and you're not gonna get mad because I'm not coming at you in a foul way, and because I'm always with you. So it's like it's just another friend advising. When you got these old heads, and this is a problem in a lot of Muslim communities. You got the old heads that think they could talk to the youth however they want. And it's not even the youth no more. These people are adults, bro. You get 21 adults. Years old, and you talking to them like they might be kids to you, but they adults, bro. You like, got to come at them with some respect. Yeah, and even if you watch them grow up, it's like you watch them grow up. They're grown now. Yeah. So it's like they're not at the point where you first met them when they're just little kids. Obviously, even back then, to be honest with me personally, even when they're a child, like you don't get at them a certain way, because then honestly, that's where the bonds mess up all the way. Yeah. You can't build a bond like that. Like, you're talking to them crazy when they're younger, and then when they get older, you expect them to be cool with you and stuff. Like, no, bro, that's not how it works. You be cool. Because look, like my nieces, my nephews and stuff, everybody that's younger, all the little kids on the block and stuff, I talk to them like they're a normal human being. I don't talk to them like, oh, you like I'm condescending, like belittling. That's honestly the worst way to build a relationship with anybody, to me. So it's like later on when you expect me to try to like hear you out or anything, I'm gonna take it as like the same disrespect as when I was a child, like, cause now I'm grown, so I'm like, nah, you like you say, you ain't finna talk to me like that. Like, who was you? Like, so that'd be out of pocket, but that's not like always the biggest problem in the world, but it is there, unfortunately. Yes, there. And it could be dealt with in different ways. Honestly, I wonder how that could be dealt with, because that is like the main thing that's going on with communities and stuff, like the older dudes talking to the younger people. Like you said, bro, these communities, they have knowledge, but one of the Salaf used to say is they would rather listen to somebody with little knowledge and a lot of wisdom than all the knowledge in the world and no wisdom. You can have the knowledge, but if you don't know how to deliver it, bro, nobody wants to listen to you. But you can have this much knowledge, a piece of knowledge, and you can have very good wisdom, and you could deliver that so perfectly to a person, and you will have a great bond, a great relationship with that person. Yeah. So I think that's what it is for most of these communities, is the way they come off, and doing it with wisdom, I guess. So another thing, the Muslim TikTok and the dawah giving on TikTok, that's somewhat different these days than it was before, huh? Like, at least like 2 years ago. To me personally, yeah. How different is it? And when I was giving dawah, I think that was one of the best times on TikTok, and I was on there with a lot of very good da'is, or a lot of very good friends that gave dawah. But now the dawah scene is surrounded by clout. It's surrounded by debating, and it's surrounded by nonsense, bro. Like when
It's
you're
hella modernized. It's like it's a lot of this contemporary this country too. To be very honest, if being frank, like this it's America that's got people, you know, just I need to look like this, or I need to know more than you. And that's another thing too. They need to know, like they feel like they need to know more. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it's like the way they're going about it. It's like they're trying to like down somebody. To make it seem like they know more. It's like, no, you can talk to me. We can both lift each other up and try to learn more together.
And for a span to like 7-8 months, I stopped. I didn't give dawah on TikTok, and it's because what I saw on Muslim TikTok, and I saw where it was going, and I was like, for me myself, because I started getting tangled up with all the debates, all the dawah clout. Like, these are dawah guys. So I said, let me take a step back, continue learning for myself. And then there's some good people that joined. There's some good brothers that joined and giving dawah. Yeah, so and advice for everybody that gives dawah on TikTok. If it starts to get to your head, bro, sit back. Like, ain't nothing wrong with taking a seat back.
Because then it's probably like more likely for you to say something that, like you say, like that'll get you that cancel culture going to kick in. Because obviously everybody's a human and you got emotions and they might run high at a certain point.
Bro, there was just a topic trending on Muslim TikTok where everybody was jumping on it, and they knew it was views. They knew views was coming out of it. It was whether women could give dawah on TikTok showing their face. And so many Muslim TikTokers and dawahs, they jumping on each other. They're on TikTok lives going at it with each other. 600-700 people on lives. People dropping videos day in, day out. They're bringing fatwas. They're messing fatwas up. And it's like, bro, leave this topic alone. And that's what I mean by Muslim TikTok. It changed because it's surrounded by debate now. It's like, what do you, like, why are you, like, could women give dawah on TikTok? Like, bro, what are you getting out of that? What are you getting out of that? Like, that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say I took a step back. And I think people that are on there debating whether women could give dawah on TikTok need to take a step back too.
Yeah, that's a lot going on right there. Because, I mean, that is kind of controversial. See, I wouldn't know anything. I really wouldn't know too much about it, so I would step back myself.
Yeah, and it's the thing is, it's a difference of opinion. And you got to leave it at that. There's a difference of opinion. And you need if you want to break down those opinions, you need a scholar. You need somebody that's of that knowledge, and there's not one person on TikTok that is at that level to break down these fatwas, to break down Bin Baz, to break down with him, to break down all these fatwas and go into it with the people that want to listen to only a 30-second video.
And that goes back to where the stress comes too, because it's like, how are you going to try to put something out there that you barely know anything about? And honestly, it shouldn't really be any stress, because it's like you say, you should just step back. Like, if it gets to that point, just step back. Like, it shouldn't really be too much stress in there. Like, you're doing it to yourself at that point. Like, you're trying to put yourself in a position that you're digging yourself a hole.
But a lot of people like it. They want to be surrounded by that. It's Muslim TikTok clout right now. It's Islamic clout. That's what it's surrounded
sad
by.
Because I feel like they kind of know for the most part sometimes if they're tripping. They know it, they're tripping, but it's just like the eyes that are on them, that's all they care about.
Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you have that clout and it's hard. And I understand from these TikToks, but I understand that clout. Like when you're sitting on the top of Muslim TikTok, and I know a few people that's sitting on the top right now, and it's hard when you're at the top because everybody that clicks on TikTok and wants to get some advice, they're going to those certain people. And when you're at that level where you're at the top, it's like you have to keep pushing these videos. And when these topics do come up, like you said, that are very broad topics, you got to be the first to jump on that. And it's like, they got to understand that, no, you do not have to be the first to jump on it.
Yeah,
if you don't know, just relax, bro. Like,
that's the thing. You're trying to beat somebody to the punch. Like, no, bro, relax. Like, this is a slam. Like, it's already there. You just gotta find out eventually. It's gonna be there. But so that's like about basically like kind of caught up with you and like your like basically rise to where you're at right now and how you got to where you are. So, anything that you plan on doing for the future? Any plans you got moving forward, or like anything?
Right now I'm in school. So, and a lot of people don't understand that people have lives outside of TikTok. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Like, I'm playing basketball. I'm doing all this extra stuff.
I got a whole life.
But I'm in school and I'm learning still. I'm learning Islam every single day. I'm reading for the most part every single day. So I'm still on TikTok, and I'm gonna keep. I haven't posted as I did back then when I was one of the ones that are on the top, but I'm posting. And I think I'm gonna continue to post. But I like this. I like sitting down and talking.
Yeah,
this actually feels comfortable.
I was about to say I like this too.